Hello family, this is Al Horton from Horton's Hauling. In today's video I'm going to talk about the secret why everyone should start a business. But before I tell you the secret, let me give you some of the things that you need to do to start a business. And it's a real brief video. Again, if you have a side hustle, a hobby, a trade, or even your career that you think you can turn into profitable business, here's some of the things that you should do. Again, I'm gonna focus in on moving and hauling because junk removal, because that's the business that I've recently just started. However, this can apply to anyone at any given time. The first thing you need to do is just get a book and mind map. Come up with some names, names of your business, the ideas of your business, what your product is. Do you have a product or do you have a service? Come up with a color scheme for your business. Come up with a name. Again, I mentioned name. Come up with a name, more than one name. Come up with several names. Come up with a mission, a vision, objective of why you're meant. Start to brand your company. Start to see the idea unfold on paper before you begin to get into the actual application. Then begin to create yourself a checklist of the plan that you need to do to execute that, which is the first thing is to get a trade name. Trade name for my business is Horton's Hauling. My last name is Horton. I do junk removal. I do hauling. So it was fine. So I put it into the search and it came up that it was available. And so now, I have a company called Horton's Hauling. It don't cost that much for a trade name. It's like 15, 20 bucks maybe. The next thing you need to do is get a logo and get some business cards. Again, business cards are very inexpensive. You can get them at Vistaprint, Staples, Office Depot, however how much money you want to spend on getting some business cards. You never know when it comes in handy. Keep some business cards with you at all times. You never know when you need to network. People might be asking for references for your business, and you always want to hand out business cards. It's very professional to have a business card. Even though we use our cell phones, we take our numbers and stuff, it's still very professional to have a business card with your name, your phone number, website, email address. However, have some business cards, a lot of them. Again, get a website. My website name is hortonshauling.org or hortonshauling.com. You can visit either one of those sites and you'll see my website. I pretty much designed it myself. I'm looking to get a professional to oversee it and look at it, but it doesn't cost a lot to purchase a website. I use Wix.com. You can use GoDaddy, get your domain name, and then you'll get your website. Make sure it looks professional. Make sure it looks presentable, and it draws business to your site. Again, if you're selling a product or service, you're selling online or things like that, then you definitely need a website. Again, in the junk removal, you need uniforms. We have uniforms, and it's a good thing to have uniforms. You always want to look professional. If you look around, most businesses and companies have uniforms. So always make sure you look presentable, whatever it is you may do. In the junk removal business, you might need some tools. You might need a drill, a screwdriver, toolkit, some straps or something. So in the junk removal, you might need to buy some tools. In your business or your profession, you might need some supplies. Allocate for that. Buy you some supplies. Invest in yourself. This is your company. This is your baby. This is your business. Invest in that. Also, make sure you have your LLC. You might not want to get that right away. Depends on your budget and your finances. But get yourself an LLC. That way, it takes the burden of any liability off you personally, and it goes towards the business. And once you create that baby, that business, that entity, that company, it's its own self-supporting entity. No one can sue you if you have a business, especially if you're working through the business. Again, the next thing to do is get an EIN number. Real simple stuff. And again, you might have heard this stuff before, but it's a real simple process. And again, I'm going to tell you the secret to why you should do all this. But the EIN number, go to irs.com. It's a tab that says EIN numbers. It's like a social security number for businesses. Get your EIN number. That way you can begin to get your DUNS number. You can get your business credit report for your business. You can start doing some stuff down the road, but it helps you for, down the road, far as identifying who you are as a business and not as a person. As far as junk removal, you never have a price point. You have a price your product or your service. You need to set your price based upon your market. Set your price based upon your product, your service, and make sure you have your cost variance in there of how much things cost. Everything, your price should include all the costs that is accumulating to getting that product out to the customer. Another good thing is to find a mentor. Whatever business you're in, every trade you're in, or whatever service you're in, find yourself a mentor. Find somebody who's been in the business that doesn't mind helping you out. Again, big shout outs to Myron moving to Harlem. Myron's been my mentor for over a year and a half. When I have a question, I call Myron. I say, hey, Myron, what about this? What do you think about that? How about this? What should I do with this? And he gives me sound advice, and I greatly appreciate it. Another thing you should do when you're starting a business is to educate yourself. Education is the process. No one knows everything. Always educate yourself. Find more reasons to get better, get more knowledgeable. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I read a lot of books. Whatever it is that you need to do to educate yourself, do that. Some people go to webinars. Some people go to seminars. Whatever you need to do to educate yourself in your business, do that. Another point is finances. Know finances. Know your budget. Have yourself a budget. Have yourself what you're gonna spend, how much you're gonna spend for each category or whatever it is, and also have your finances. Know your numbers. Don't just get $1 and spend $1. Know your numbers. Write your numbers down. Put it on that way you can see it. For those, as you develop, you can begin to market. Have a marketing plan. Have a marketing strategy. Again, most of the stuff is easy to start when you went to business. You get your notebook and you write down your marketing strategy. Start with a SWOT analysis. I learned that in school. I didn't know how important that was, why they kept drilling SWOT analysis. But a SWOT analysis is one of the most important things you can do as far as your business and as far as marketing. SWOT analysis is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know where you can see an opportunity, know where your threats are. Again, that's part of business. Everyone does it. Another thing is find your niche, find your lane, stay in your lane. Don't do too much. If your business is junk removal, my business is junk removal. I do junk removal. I do moving and hauling. I do light moving and hauling and junk removal. I don't do scrap metal. I don't do anything of that stuff yet. But right now, I'm in my lane. I'm staying focused in my lane. So the same with your business. Staying focused in your lane. Do what you do best. And here's the secret. This is the number one reason why you should start a business. The secret that everybody knows, but no one tells it. For tax purposes, you get a business, whether it's big or small, whether it's $1 million or $1, it's beneficial tax purpose wise. If you have a business, every transaction that you do can be filed under your business if you have a business set up. If you have a business set up, if you go out to lunch, it can consider a business lunch. Your expenses can now be transferred from you to your business if you use it for business purposes. If you drive your car to the store and pick up some supplies, it's now considered a business expense. If you on your cell phone and you get a business call on your cell phone, it's considered a business expense. So you can begin to write off all your expenses through your company and you save tax purpose. And how do you save? Your taxable income now reduces because you have more expenses, which makes you pay less taxes. So that's the secret. Why the rich stay wealthy, because they pay less in taxes, because they write off everything. You can only do so much itemization on the personal side, but with your personal and a business, you can write off more for your company as well as for yourself. So that's the secret. It's beneficial tax purpose. And here's another secret. You can file a loss for your business for 3 years without them penalizing you. But after the 4th year, you have to find something to show a profit. But you can file your company as a loss for 3 years straight. So that's the secret. It's for business purposes. Everyone should have a business, if not just to be prosperous, but it's for tax purposes as well. Again, thanks. My name is Alfonso. Thanks again. This is Horton's Hauling. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you have a comment or anything, please put it in the chat. Feel free to contact me. And again, thank you. Peace.